land is my land. To the New York Island. You guys recognize that voice? This land was made for you and me. That's right, creepers. This land was made for you and me. And if you guys don't recognize that voice, he is one of America's favorite singer-songwriters. And the gentleman that you guys just heard is Woody Guthrie. That's right, Woody Guthrie. Lived here in Portland for only about 4 weeks in the spring of 1941. But right here behind me is his actual residence that he lived in with his 3 children and wife Mary for just a short amount of time while he was employed by the Bonneville Power Association, which is our dam here in Oregon that creates power. And he basically came over here with nothing in his arm but his old guitar, and just a incredibly famous, incredibly talented musician that went on to do very many things and become incredibly famous, inspiring all kinds of artists. But he resided right here at 6111 Southeast Foster Road. And if you guys can see, to this day, the address is still right up top there, 6111. And this apartment right up top here with the balcony is the apartment that housed Woody Guthrie and family for many years. And he had a very slim resume at the time when he moved here. And so the people at the Bonneville Power Association gave him a job to create songs, to kind of create a hype. But most of the songs that were created were right out of this apartment right here in Southeast Portland. And just a little bit down the way here, about 6-7 blocks, is a dedication, brand new apartment condo/apartments called the Woody Guthrie Place, in ode to him and what he has done for Portland. But if you guys can see, right up top here is the actual apartment where most of his music was created. Now, like I said, he was only here for a short amount of time, but in the 4 months that he was here, he was able to piece together 26 songs, and one including one of his very famous songs that I played for you guys there at the beginning, This Land Is Our Land. But how incredibly cool, and I apologize for the traffic because I am right next to a busy intersection here, but how incredibly cool is it that one of America's favorite and most famous singers, songwriters, lived here in Portland for such a short amount of time, but was able to create and be influenced by Oregon in his songs and go on to give entertainers and artists ideas like Bruce Springsteen, Neil Diamond, everybody like that. But incredibly cool that his apartment was right here in Portland. And so fast forward at some time after the Bonneville Power Association gifted him with his money that he created by the songs, which was actually pennies on the dollar. It basically worked out to about $10 a song, which even then was like pretty cheap for what he accomplished and created. But unfortunately, his untimely marriage came to an end right here in this apartment right up top here. And with his guitar in hand, Woody decided to walk right out this door, down the block, and walk up the street to where he would hitch a ride from Southeast Woodstock and all the way to the East Coast to make New York, New Jersey his final home. But how incredibly cool is it that he resided here and was able to create such great music and be inspired? So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little walk down the street here, and we're going to just check out a couple more little things about Southeast Portland. This is actually the Lentz Neighborhood, which is celebrating its 120th year right now. And so there is definitely a lot of newer buildings and stuff. So I was actually surprised that one of these buildings actually still exists, because of the fact that most of these buildings around here with the Lentz District upgrading have been basically demolished. So how incredibly cool that his actual residence still exists. And like I said, just like 2 blocks up here they actually did a dedication building for him. So we're gonna creep up here, and actually I got the light here, so I'm gonna try and get across the street here quick. But first I wanna thank you guys for joining me today. This is an incredibly hot day here in Portland, so like I said, I do appreciate you guys tuning in and creeping with. And if you guys want, you can leave in the comment section what your favorite Woody Guthrie song is, or maybe some artist that covered some of his work. But feel free to leave that information. My favorite song is the one that you guys heard in the beginning, the This Land Is Our Land. So incredibly cool that he resided right here in Portland. And basically it was kind of the start and the push to his happenings and his go force to create music. Now it was also, I've heard that when he toured around Portland in taxis or with friends, he would sit in the back with his journal and actually create the songs by watching the different artists and his masterpieces, by watching the different people of Portland and things that he saw. And sometimes he would even have like a little typewriter with him and stuff. So we're gonna creep down here, just another block, and I'm gonna show you guys the Woody Guthrie apartments. But how cool is it that they dedicated the building to him, with him being so, his actual residence being so close. So to me that's pretty cool. And if you guys can see what I mean by this area really updating in the last maybe 5-10 years. So to actually see remnants like that still exists. Most people when they walk by there probably have no idea that that's where he resided at one point. So we're now on Southeast 91st, and I believe if we literally just walk, yeah, about maybe 20 more feet right here in front of us, this building right here, a newer building as well, I'd say probably maybe more than 10 years old, is the actual building dedicated and kind of paid homage to Woody Guthrie. And if you guys can see right up there, I'll get you a better shot here. You can actually see that the name right up top there, Woody Guthrie Place. So how cool is that, creepers? And they were able to kind of keep in the same areas maybe where he would have toured and wrote some of his songs. So I just think that's incredible. And not to mention just how close it is to his actual residence. So there you guys go, check that out. Woody Guthrie Place. So with all that, I love you guys and thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys comment in the comment section and let me know what one of your favorite Woody Guthrie songs or memories is. And until then, I love you guys. Creeper out for now. Peace.